I spend an average every week approximately 100 hours working, and I spend 4 hours with my family. Now, this whole process, my family does make me feel guilty about certain things. There are two core guilts that we probably are feeling, and I'm going to speak about those in this video. Stick around for the rest of the video. I'm sure you'll get some clarity as to which guilt you feel more often than not. I was out on Sunday. Now, usually I'm always out on Sunday, but this is supposed to be one Sunday that I had to stay at home and just be with my mom and my sister. But I'd come to this home and I was like, you know what? I want to get the curtain rod fixed so that I have a curtain in the backdrop and not like the ugly wall behind it. And I was walking around, getting the curtain rod fixed, searching for the curtains. So that took a bit, okay? And I was supposed to be home by lunch, but by the time I got home, it was like 4 o'clock in the evening. That very evening, me and my mom, we were searching for something. And I was like, why can't you guys just keep this in one place or something of that sort? And my mom went, yeah, Dhruv, we would do a lot more of that if you spend time at home. And that was the first type of guilt that you probably have felt too. If you clicked on this video, I'm assuming you're an overachiever, you're hardworking and all of that, because that's ideally who my algorithm should be targeting. And you can probably relate to this. Like, you're out working, you're out hustling, you're out doing your thing. And then your parents are just like, you're always out, you're always on the move, like you need to take some rest. But the problem with this is, that's just who we are. We find sanity in doing stuffs. Not doing stuff is insanity for us. The second type of guilt that we feel quite often also is the guilt for what we do. So there's this one instant where I remember as a kid, I was out partying late until night, and I came back home and I told my parents, go to sleep, I have the house keys, I'll get in, don't worry about it. But when I've opened the door and come in, I turn on the light and I notice my dad is fallen asleep on the sofa waiting for me. Now that was the second type of guilt that we also probably do feel quite often. So basically there's these two guilts, right? It's the guilt of who we are and the guilt of what we do. Now, categorizing guilt as just one thing does not help. But having these two sort of things, knowing that I could have probably gotten home earlier that day, or maybe I could have just done something other than go out that night, or probably spend time with my parents, because what I did was not actually nice. But then on the other hand, what I did the other day when I was setting up stuff, or just moving around trying to get shit done, that was the guilt of who I am. And choosing which one to really control helps a lot, because I could have chosen to be a better son that night, but changing myself doesn't help that either, because that's just killing me and that's just affecting me in the long run. You need to know that with chasing things, with going after things, with trying to do what comes naturally to you, there is going to be sacrifices, and that's totally normal. But with things like you unnecessarily affect somebody else or cause problems to somebody else, that's the guilt you don't want to feel. So there's 3 questions that you should probably be asking in this if you want to know whether you are feeling the sort of guilt that is either affecting you, that is who you are, or it's what you do. Well, the first off is, I think, what is the consequences of the guilt that you've caused? When I chose to work on the stuff for my video, for the background, the consequences are, yes, I probably did spend as much time with my family, but I know that at the end of the day, it's moving me towards my goals and what I want to do in my life. And the second question is probably, do you choose to do something that is not in line with what you want to do or where you want to be, and that cause some sort of effect to somebody? And the third question really is, how often do you mix the two guilts? This is the guilt for affecting somebody and this is the guilt for who I am. Which type of guilt do your parents or your family make you feel quite often? Go ahead and comment down below. I'd love to hear. It could be interesting. I'm sure all of us feel it in some way or the other. And that's the end of this video, guys. I hope you guys gained some value from it. If you did, then go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. And until the next video,